Welcome into Washington National's Youth Baseball Academy for the second day of the series between the Villanova Wildcats and the Georgetown Hoyas. Hello, everyone. I'm Monica Moore. So glad you're joining us this afternoon. It is a beautiful day here in our nation's capital. About 62 degrees, but very windy with wind gusts up to around 27 miles per hour. It will be Villanova batting first on the afternoon. Georgetown preparing defensively. Let's go ahead and meet that starting defense for Georgetown in the outfield for the Hoyas, the mainstay. Claire Turner in center field alongside Gabby Park in right field and Danny Koo in left field. Pitching today for the Hoyas, Avery Wismar getting the start, number 5 in white for Georgetown. The catcher, Holly Pardini. First base is Abby Kozo. Second base, Brooke Rebhand. Shortstop, Sammy Fenton. And third base, Emily Stripmatter. And up batting first for Villanova on the afternoon, Elena Wagner for the Wildcats. These two teams played yesterday. Villanova with the 11-3 win. Georgetown started off very strong. And then the Villanova bats got hot. And the Wildcats picked up the victory. Count at a ball and a strike for Avery Wismar. Again, leadoff hitter today for Villanova is Elena Wagner. I had an opportunity to talk with Georgetown head coach Carla Ross before the contest. She told me that Avery Wismar would be getting a start in this series. They are very excited about what they're seeing from Wismar. An extremely coachable player. And now the count at 2-2 for Wismar. Elena Wagner with a run, a hit, and 2 RBIs yesterday in the contest against the Hoyas. And the foul ball there. Count stays at 2-2. Hoyas looking for a strong defensive start on the day. Had very good defense yesterday. And then Elena Wagner hit with the pitch, so she will head to first. And Miranda Runco stepping up to the plate for Villanova. The designated hitter on the afternoon, and Runco coming off of good day yesterday. They have been really pleased at Villanova with the season that she's having, really rising to the occasion as a leader on this team, has been hitting the ball extremely well for Villanova. Can do so much, very versatile player, and Holly Pardini stepping out to speak with Avery Wismar. Count at 2-0. And again, Miranda Runco has been hitting the ball really hard on the season so far. Leads Villanova in home runs. Has a number of doubles. Just a tremendous season that she has been having from a hitting perspective. Lots of teams have been intentionally walking her, and a swing there and a strike for Avery Wismar. So the count at 2-1. And that one is low for Wismar. So again, a runner on first. It is Elena Wagner, the right fielder for Villanova. The Wildcats coming off of a great year last season and really have been one of the teams that's been near the top of the league for quite some time in recent memory. Full count for Wismar, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a strikeout for Avery Wismar. And that is a series of a couple of fantastic pitches by Avery Wismar to strike out one of the toughest hitters in the league. So stepping up to the plate for Villanova, Ava Franz. And Ava Franz, big day yesterday. 2 runs, 2 hits, 3 RBIs. Was a big part of that offensive effort. She is a 2-time all-conference selection and has been a big name in the Big East for several seasons. That one just to the outside for Wismar. Count at 2-0. 1 out, a runner on first. It is Elena Wagner. And Georgetown coming up with some fantastic defensive play. Just couldn't get that ball to tag the runner out at second. So safe on second is Wagner. And Ava Franz on first. So that was Brooke Rebhan looking to make the defensive play for Georgetown. Two outs, 2 runners on base. So top of the first, 2 outs. Stepping up to the plate for Villanova is Brooklyn Ostrowski. The first baseman. A run, a hit, and an RBI yesterday for Villanova. The redshirt senior who tore her ACL her sophomore year, but has been a really big part of what Villanova has been doing, and that pitch got away from Wismar. Advancing to third is Wagner. Advancing to second is Ava Franz. And Ostrowski back at the plate, count at 1-0. And that one is low for Wismar. 2 runners on. Villanova looking to strike first here. Yesterday it was Georgetown with 2 big runs in the first inning. And timeout on the field called by Georgetown. Hoyas head coach Carla Ross coming over. We'll talk things over with her infield. Brooklyn Ostrowski, who is really a utility player, can do it all. And is a player that Villanova leans on a tremendous amount. There's a strike thrown there by Wismar. Count at 3-1. But Ostrowski really integral in helping mentor the younger players on this Villanova roster. And that one low for Wismar. So the bases are loaded. Maddie Burrows, the second base, will step up for Villanova. And that one is high, but she swings for it, so a strike. And an important defensive moment here for Georgetown. Villanova looking to bring in some of these runners. Georgetown needing a clutch defensive play. And so earlier, that play from Rebhan, the umpire saying that no one was out there. So just one out in this inning. And Wismar with an 0-2 count. And a clutch pitch there by Avery Wismar. It is her second strikeout of this game so far. And again, with the bases loaded, Avery Wismar coming up clutch for the Hoyas. The senior out of Brentwood, California, getting the start today. Kelsey White at the plate for Villanova. White, the starting pitcher who has been in the starting lineup since her freshman year, really a staple in the middle of this Villanova lineup. 2-0 count, 2 outs, top of the first, bases loaded. Villanova would love to bring in some of these runners. As we discussed, it was really an offensive explosion for the Wildcats, as that one a foul ball for Kelsey White. After a bit of a slower start for Villanova, really heated things up and ended up scoring 11 runs yesterday. That one high. So the count advances to 3-1. So Elena Wagner will come home for Villanova. Advancing to first is Kelsey White. The Wildcats on the scoreboard. With the bases loaded, Georgetown needing some big pitches here from Wismar. And safe at third is Brooklyn Ostrowski. Really nice hit there for Grace Reed with the single. Villanova up by 2 early on. Coming up big in this first inning. A nice pitch there by Wismar. Madison Ostrowski, the sister of Brooklyn, at the plate. Count at 0-2. Georgetown trying to get out of this inning without giving up any more runs. Villanova again, bases loaded. And that one to the outside for Wismar. And Avery Wismar, another strikeout. Villanova ending up with 2 runs. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first here from Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Welcome back to Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Bottom of the first almost underway. Pitching today for Villanova, the senior out of Taunton, Massachusetts, Kelsey White. Claire Turner at the plate for the Hoyas. Is having a tremendous season so far, hitting .306. Claire Turner, the center field, who hit a home run in the 4th yesterday. 2 runs, 2 hits, and an RBI. Was absolutely tremendous at the plate. Has 4 home runs on the season so far and has already doubled her output from last season. So it has been a fantastic start to the year for Claire Turner, who is the leadoff hitter for Georgetown. Count at 2-1. Kelsey White, a senior for Villanova. Very experienced pitcher. And the count will advance to 3-1. Just to the outside for Claire Turner, and it will be a full count. That one is low, so Turner will be walked to first base, and Turner doing great job all weekend long. Really seeing the ball well, making good decisions at the plate. Gabby Park now batting for Georgetown, the right fielder. Was She's a junior out of Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. And Carla Ross telling me that Gabby Park has advanced her way up the lineup because of how consistent she is looking to bunt. And that is something that Georgetown has really appreciated on the season so far. For Gabby Park, one of the upperclassmen on this team, a tremendous leader for the Hoyas. Beautiful pitch there for Kelsey White.
Designated player, number 24, Naya Campos.
And now Naya Campos up to the plate for Georgetown. So first out, Campos, big swing right off the bat, but it is a foul ball. Campos, one of the premier hitters for Georgetown as well. 5 home runs on the season. She and Emily Strittmatter both with 5 home runs, and that's good for third in the league as that pitch is high for Kelsey White. 1-1 count. Campos known for being a power hitter for the Hoyas. And that one is low. Looking to steal second and safe is Claire Turner. Turner very opportunistic, and a stolen base for Claire Turner. Big swing by Campos. She is out at first. Turner opts to stay on second.
Playing third base, number 8, Emily Strittmatter.
So 2 outs, bottom of the first. Emily Strittmatter up to the plate. A runner on second. And Georgetown looking to get on the scoreboard here in the first inning. That one is high for Kelsey White. The count will advance to 2-0. Bridget Orchard telling me that it is so important for Villanova to have a pitcher like Kelsey White in the lineup. Usually starts for one of the games in a conference series. Her experience is just immeasurable, and that is so critical when you reach conference play. And a nice play in the outfield by Elizabeth Gray. And that will end the first inning. Villanova up 2-0. We'll take a quick break, and we will be right back to Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Welcome back. Top of the second. We are almost underway. Batting for Villanova, Elizabeth Gray just made a nice play in center field to end the first inning. Avery Wismar back on the mound for the Hoyas in the first inning. Gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts, faced 8 batters. Villanova at the bottom of their lineup. Count at 0-2. On deck is Elena Wagner for Villanova. Wismar a little high. And a good eye by Elizabeth Gray. Beautiful defensive play for Georgetown, and that is a momentum play by the Georgetown defense. Sammy Fenton, the shortstop. And the first out. So it is Elena Wagner stepping back up to the plate. Has a run on the day. Beautiful strike thrown by Wismar. Again, had 3 strikeouts in the first inning. Another really nice pitch by Avery Wismar. A foul ball for Elena Wagner. The wind continuing to pick up here in Washington, D.C. It's really been a windy weekend as that ball goes to right field. Gabby Park is there. And a quick second out. Miranda Runco back at the plate for Villanova. Again, the power hitter that you always have to be ready for in the Villanova lineup. That one high for Wismar. And high once again. Villanova has just finished a 7-game stretch at home. Now they are starting a 7-game road trip. And have kicked that off here in Washington, D.C. against Georgetown. And a nice pitch there. So Wismar with a 3-1 count. And a big play by Claire Turner. So Georgetown with some nice defense. We'll take a quick break. We will be right back with the bottom of the second. Welcome back to Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Bottom of the second, almost underway. Abby Kozo stepping up to the plate for Georgetown. Bats left. The .349 average on the season. Strike thrown by Kelsey White. Kozo, an extremely versatile player in the Georgetown lineup, has been playing first base on the season. And is a player that Carla Ross really highlighted for her leadership. Has a strong arm, only a sophomore. And Kozo out at first, a nice defensive play for Villanova's Ava Franz. Sammy Fenton steps up to the plate. And a strike thrown by Kelsey White. Fenton thought about it, almost swung at it, but held back. A really nice deceptive pitch by Kelsey White. And Fenton got a piece of that one. The count will advance to 0-2. Bottom of the second, Villanova leading 2-0 here in the early goings. And that one is high for Kelsey White. Another foul ball there for Sammy Fenton. And that one goes to third. Fenton thrown out at first. Good defense by Grace Reed. 2 quick outs in the bottom of the second. Danny Koo, the freshman batting for Georgetown out of Menlo Park, California. The left fielder for the Hoyas. That one low for Kelsey White. And that one high, so the count at 2-0. Georgetown looking to make something happen here in the second inning after Villanova jumped out to a quick 2-run lead. So Danny Koo got the start today. Georgetown has been using several different players in that left field position, whether it's Stephanie Murciano or others. But it is Danny Koo with the start today, and the count now at 2-2. Juliana Paul as well. And a beautiful pitch by Kelsey White to end the second. We'll take another quick break and we'll be right back. You're watching Big East Softball. Welcome back to Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Top of the third, Ava Friends batting for Villanova. Avery Wismar at the plate for Georgetown, and that is a big play by Ava Friends at the top of the third. A massive swing by the senior and a home run for Ava Friends. The shortstop, who has been such a leader on this Villanova squad. They can have her as a leadoff hitter. She can be third or fourth in the lineup. Brings a lot of energy. Had 2 runs, 2 hits, and 3 RBIs yesterday. Absolutely showing you why she is a 2-time all-conference selection for the Wildcats. And that one is low for Avery Wismar. Now up at the plate, it's Brooklyn Ostrowski. A nice pitch there for Wismar. So the count at 2-1. Villanova now leading Georgetown 3-0. Ostrowski got a piece of it. Really enjoyed talking with Villanova head coach Bridget Orchard earlier in the week. She told me that it's been really special having the sisters, Brooklyn and Madison Ostrowski, on the team. She said they are absolutely each other's biggest fans, biggest supporters, always cheering each other on. I told her I needed parenting tips from their parents, because that is such a wonderful thing to hear when you have sisters and siblings who support each other so much, and how special for them both to be in this lineup as Villanova gets a big swing there from Brooklyn Ostrowski. A double to second. And it has been a big third inning so far for Villanova with the Ava Friends home run. And now Brooklyn Ostrowski doubles. Maddie Burrows now at the plate for the Wildcats. Burrows, who plays at second base for Villanova, had 5 RBIs yesterday. Really a tremendous day for Burrows, as well as the count at 1-1. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 5 RBIs for Burrows, the junior out of Waterford, Connecticut, on the day yesterday. That one is low for Wismar. So again, Brooklyn Ostrowski on second for Villanova. The Wildcats looking to get a little more offensive production out of this third inning, as that one, a beautiful hit from Burrows. That will bring home Ostrowski. A double for Maddie Burrows, who continues having a hot bat this weekend for Villanova. And the Villanova bench singing happy birthday. So I believe it must be either Maddie Burrows' birthday or Brooklyn Ostrowski's birthday. Not sure whose. But really enjoying that play was the Villanova bench. So a double for Brooklyn Ostrowski, and then a double for Maddie Burrows, who brings home Ostrowski.
Now entering the pitch for Georgetown, number 2,
Sage Hager will come into the contest for Georgetown, the graduate student out of San Mateo, California, who's a really good off-speed pitcher. Throws around the mid to low 50s, but really does a good job keeping hitters off balance. She does a really good job making hitters pop the ball up or hit ground balls. Again, she is a grad student for Georgetown, so an experienced player for the Hoyas. Villanova with 2 runs in the first inning, 2 runs in the third. They lead 4-0 here in the early goings. And at the plate for Villanova, it is Kelsey White. And Kelsey White pops it up, and a nice defensive play for the Hoyas by Brooke Rebhan. And we were just talking about that in terms of the way that Sage Hager pitches, really induces those pop-ups, and a nice defensive play by Rebhan. First out. And now at the plate for Villanova, Grace Reed. And she is safe at second. She will bring home I believe that was Burrows. So another double for Villanova, a double for Grace Reed. Madison Ostrowski at the plate for Villanova. Madison Ostrowski, a junior out of Port Chester, New York. That one just to the outside for Ostrowski. As we talked about, this Villanova team really has been at the top of the league standings, near the top for quite some time. Last year they won this series 3-0. Sage Hager continuing to pitch for the Hoyas is a nice play by Rebhan, who has been very active defensively for Georgetown. Second out, top of the third. Hagar pitching. And at the plate, it is Elizabeth Gray. So again, at the bottom of the lineup for Villanova. Starting to pick up once again. As we talked about, almost 30-mile-per-hour gusts expected today in the nation's capital. It was windy yesterday as well. It's that time of year. Really a beautiful time to be in DC with the cherry blossoms blooming, but Also extremely windy. A nice play by Georgetown's Danny Koo. But Villanova with 3 runs in the top of the third. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back to Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Welcome back. Bottom of the third. Villanova leading Georgetown 5-0. Holly Pardini at the plate for Georgetown. Continuing to pitch for Villanova is Kelsey White. Holly Pardini, the sophomore out of Petaluma, California. Caught a lot for Georgetown last year, has a great relationship with everyone on the Georgetown pitching staff. White on the pitch and Pardini thrown out at first. So a quick first out for Kelsey White here in the bottom of the third.
Number 23,
Brooke Rebhan now at the plate for Georgetown. And again, Rebhan has been active, making some defensive plays for Georgetown in this game so far. Just a little low there for Kelsey White. Georgetown looking to do some damage here in the bottom of the third after Villanova has jumped out to a 5-0 lead, and that one low as well for Kelsey White. Brooke Rebhan, who comes from a softball family, got a piece of that one. Had a double yesterday for the Hoyas. And a swing there for Rebhan. So the count at 2-2. 1 out, bottom of the third. And a foul ball there for Rebhan. On deck for Georgetown is Claire Turner. And Rebhan got a piece of it once again. As we talked about, Villanova has had a tremendous run in Big East play since Bridget Orchard returned to the helm of the program back in 2019. Have made it to the conference championship game all 5 of those years. And it really set a very high standard in league play for this program. one is high, so Rebhan walked. And up the plate for Georgetown is Claire Turner. Carla Ross says is just an exceptionally hard worker for Georgetown, always looking for extra cuts, extremely consistent player. As that one to the outside for Kelsey White. So Georgetown with a runner on first. It is Brooke Rebhan. And the count now at 2-0 for Kelsey White. A nice pitch there for Villanova's Kelsey White. One out, bottom of the third. Villanova leading 5-0 here in the early goings. That one is high. Rebhan looks to steal. And another stolen base for Georgetown. Claire Turner had one early on. And now Brooke Rebhan on second. Count at 3-1. Foul ball, full count. Runner on second. Georgetown looking to make something happen offensively here. And a nice hit by Claire Turner. Rebhan makes her way to third. So runners on first and third for the Hoyas as Gabby Park steps up to the plate for the Hoyas, averaging 308 on the season. And a big opportunity here with Georgetown having two runners on base. And again, Gabby Park has been one of the most consistent hitters on the season. Count at 0-1. Park got a piece of it. Count will advance to 0-2. Two teams will play again tomorrow, the third game in the three-game conference series. And Gabby Park will strike out Naya Campos at the plate. Two outs, bottom of the third, runners on first and third. That one is low for Kelsey White. And that one is low as well. Looking to steal second is Claire Turner. That's the second stolen base of this game for Claire Turner, really showing her speed. Very opportunistic, waits for the right moments, and has such a good understanding of the game. Does Claire Turner. Runners on second and third. Campos at the plate. Strike there. Count at 2-1. Two outs. Georgetown bench cheering on Naya Campos. And Campos with the hit, but it will be an out at first. That will end our third inning, and Kelsey White doing a nice job working her way out of that with 2 runners left stranded on base for Georgetown. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back to Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Villanova leading Georgetown 5-0. Welcome back. It's the top of the 4th. At bat for Villanova is Elena Wagner. Already with a run on the day for Villanova. Sage Hager on the mound for Georgetown. Hager has faced 4 batters so far on the afternoon. As we talked about, a really good off-speed pitcher for the Hoyas. Throws the strike there for Georgetown. And second strike there thrown by Hager. So a really good start to this 4th inning for Sage Hager. Ball for Elena Wagner. Looked like that pitch was a little to the outside, but Wagner went for it, and the count now at 1-2. Villanova off to a strong start today, really with good consistent hitting all around. Has had some really nice play throughout their lineup as the count will advance to 2-2. But of course the home run by Ava Franz, a big moment for Villanova on the afternoon so far. That one popped up. And once again, it's Rebhan who will make the play for Georgetown. And again, that's what we've been talking about with Sage Hager and her ability to throw those off-speed pitches and make the hitters pop them up. Rebhan with the defensive play at the plate for Villanova is Miranda Runco. And another nice pitch by Sage Hager. That one is high. So the count at 1-1. And another fantastic swing for Villanova, a home run for Miranda Runco. We told you she is a phenomenal hitter for Miranda Runco. That is a tremendous play. A massive home run, second of the afternoon for Villanova. And Bridget Orchard telling me she's probably the most improved player for Villanova. Didn't play as much last year. Came out absolutely on fire this year for the Wildcats. Teams are intentionally walking her. Every time she steps up to the plate, Coach Orchard says that she can absolutely change a game, and that's a big momentum play. Claire Turner with the defensive play in center field for Georgetown off the hit from Ava Franz, who also had a home run already in this contest. So now at the plate is Brooklyn Ostrowski. To Runco, I was asking Coach Orchard what she thought the biggest factors were in that tremendous improvement for Miranda Runco, and she said she's just a lot more comfortable at the plate. You can see it in the way that she's playing. That often happens when freshmen come into a collegiate program, and it just takes them a while to adjust. They have to get used to new social dynamics, to the academics, to the different requirements of playing collegiate athletics, but she's just so much more comfortable, understands her role. Was a foul ball there for Ostrowski. But I love this story from Bridget Orchard. She said that recently there was a play, and after it, Miranda Runco did this little dance, and her teammates absolutely loved that she showed that degree of personality, because that's not necessarily what she always does. You don't always see that level, that levity really out of Runco, but it really just shows you how much more comfortable she's getting in this Villanova program, and that was a big home run for Runco. Foul ball for Ostrowski. Count at 2-2. Top of the fourth, Villanova leading 6-0. And again, batting for Villanova is Brooklyn Ostrowski. And Ostrowski, another home run for Villanova. Brooklyn Ostrowski coming up huge. So 3 home runs for Villanova on the afternoon. Ava Franz, Miranda Runco, and now Brooklyn Ostrowski. And Villanova with a 7-0 lead here in the top of the fourth, hitting the ball extremely well. And it has been a big day for the Villanova Bats. So Maddie Burrows at the plate for Villanova. Georgetown finding themselves down by 7 here in this fourth inning. But 2 outs, looking to get that final out here and hoping to do some damage in the bottom of the fourth. Getting a piece of that one was Burrows. Wind starting to pick up once again, and becoming a factor. And a foul ball for Maddie Burrows. Burrows already with a hit today, a run, and RBI. That one to the inside, so the count now at 2-2. That one a little low for Sage Hager. Full count, 3-2. 2 outs. Maddie Burrows looking for a pitch she likes. And the strikeout thrown by Sage Hager. That will end the top of the fourth, but Villanova with 2 huge home runs courtesy of Miranda Runco and Brooklyn Ostrowski. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the bottom of the fourth. Welcome back. Bottom of the fourth. Villanova with an adjustment to the lineup. Alexa Raphael into right field for the Wildcats, and batting for Georgetown, Emily Stripmatter. Continuing to pitch for the Wildcats is Kelsey White on the mound. Has faced 12 batters on the afternoon so far, and a nice swing there by Stripmatter, but she is thrown out at first. That is Ava Franz. Abby Kozo now at the plate for the Hoyas. Plays at first base for Georgetown, and a quick swing there, and a beautiful hit by Abby Kozo. Great placement on that ball. A single for Abby Kozo. And now Sammy Fenton at the plate for the Hoyas. Nice strike there thrown by Kelsey White, who has struck out 3 on the day so far, has given up 2 hits. Count at 0-2. 1 out bottom of the fourth. Villanova leading 7-0. That one popped up by Fenton. Count remains at 0-2. That one is low and looking to steal second. And does. Is Kozo. So Georgetown with several stolen bases today. Claire Turner has 2. And a great defensive play, a double play there. What an effort by Villanova. And that will end the fourth inning very quickly. The Wildcats come up huge. We'll take another quick break. We'll be right back with the fifth inning here at Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Top of the fifth, almost underway. Kelsey White at the plate for Villanova. Sage Hager continuing to pitch for the Hoyas. Kelsey White has had a great day on the mound for Villanova. As we talked about, she is such a versatile player for the Wildcats. Does so many things so well for Villanova. And we're talking about how Villanova really in the Big East have established themselves as one to watch year in and year out for the second straight year. Picked top of the Big East poll, the reigning conference champions. They have won 3 of the last 4. And that one is high for Hager. Wind continuing to be a factor this afternoon, as it often is this time of year. Beautiful pitch there by Sage Hager. So they count at 3-1. Foul ball. And a full count. That one is foul. For Kelsey White. Carla Ross telling me that Georgetown's so excited to finally be home. For a while they have been on the road, have not had an opportunity to play in front of their families, and a beautiful defensive play there by the Hoyas. Great defense by Georgetown. Emily Stripmatter on the throw. So first out, bottom of the, top of the fifth. And Georgetown looking to get defense going here as Hager continuing to pitch, and a big hit there for Villanova, continuing to have the hot bats on the afternoon. Gotten a number of good hits today, a number of doubles for the Wildcats, a couple of home runs. So stepping in for Villanova, Kendall Spivey, the junior, who brings so much to this Villanova team. Bridget Orchard telling me she is that true utility player, can back up every single position, and is the biggest supporter of all of her teammates. First base is Mora. And the wind picking up once again. It has absolutely been a factor today. So Jacqueline Mora, the freshman out of West Babylon, New York, on first for Villanova, and at the plate is Kendall Spivey. As Bridget Orchard working some different players into her lineup here. At the top of the fifth. That one popped up for Spivey. The defensive play for Rebhan. And again, Brooke Rebhan has been active. Lily St. Jean now hitting for Villanova. So again, Bridget Orchard continuing to work different players in. St. Jean, a junior out of Marlton, New Jersey. And St. Jean with the hit, well defended by Georgetown's Danny Koo. And that will end the top of the fifth. Georgetown with some nice defense. We'll take a quick break. We will be right back to Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Welcome back. Bottom of the fifth. Stepping up to the plate for Georgetown, Juliana Paul, the sophomore out of West Hampton, New Jersey, who got some good time on the field when Sammy Fenton was unavailable and now has stepped into the lineup. Sammy Fenton, of course, one of the graduate students on this Georgetown team, and had to go with her graduate program to Ireland earlier in the year, and Georgetown certainly missed her in those series against St. John's and Seton Hall, but gave some opportunities to some of these younger players, and Juliana Paul was one of those players. And she is now at the plate for Georgetown. Continuing to pitch for Villanova is Kelsey White. An 0-2 count. Strikeout thrown by Kelsey White. Holly Pardini stepping up to the plate for Georgetown. And good defense at first base for Villanova. Brooklyn Ostrowski.
Second baseman, number 23,
Brooke Rebhan now back at the plate for Georgetown. 2 quick outs. Bottom of the fifth. Villanova leading 7-0. That one a little high for Kelsey White. Rephan got a piece of that one. Count at 1-1. And now a 2-1 count. Kelsey White trying to mix things up there. Bottom of the fifth, 2 outs. And Rephan with a really nice hit. She will double for Georgetown. Some really good power on that swing for Brooke Rephan. And Claire Turner back at the plate for Georgetown, back at the top of the lineup for the Hoyas with a runner on second. Two outs. And thrown out at first is Turner. So that will end the 5th inning. Villanova leading Georgetown 7-0. We'll take another quick break. We will be right back for more Big East softball. Welcome back to Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy, top of the 6th. And first time at the plate today for Alexa Raphael, who has come in for Villanova, the redshirt freshman out of West Caldwell, New Jersey. Sage Hager continuing to pitch for Georgetown. And the count at 2-0. So Alexa Raphael, who has come in right field for Villanova. That one high. So the count now at 3-0. As we've talked about, Villanova really with some hot bats today. 3 home runs for the Wildcats, a number of doubles. And a strike thrown there by Sage Hager. Now a full count. As Bridget Orchard has worked in a few additional players into her lineup. And another foul ball for Raphael. Georgetown and Villanova will play again tomorrow. It is a noon start time as Raphael walked to first. Miranda Runco back at the plate. Already a home run on the day for Runco. And looking to steal second, showing some great speed is Raphael. So a stolen base for Alexa Raphael. Count at 3-0. So Miranda Runco will advance to first. On second is Alexa Raphael.
Number 10,
Ava Franz now back at the plate for Villanova. She has a home run on the afternoon. And again, had a tremendous day yesterday for Villanova from a hitting perspective. 2 runs, 2 hits, 3 RBIs. Hits third in the lineup for Villanova. And today, 2 runs and that big home run for the Wildcats. Wismar back on the field for Georgetown. Warming up for the Hoyas. Top of the 6th, runners on first and second, no outs, and Ava Franz hitting. Nice pitch there for Avery Wismar. Wind picking up once again. Just not letting up on the afternoon. Otherwise, it is a beautiful day here in Washington, D.C. But the wind making it feel much colder than 62 degrees. And she does it again, Ava Franz. Ava Franz with the 3-run home run. Brings home Raphael, brings home Runco, and what a day for Ava Franz, the senior out of Aston, Pennsylvania. Certainly came into this season with expectations and has really led this team. Brooklyn Ostrowski At the plate for Villanova. That one is low for Wismar. So Villanova with a 10-0 lead. Really getting a fantastic day from Ava Franz, Miranda Runco, and Brooklyn Ostrowski. Nice pitch there from Wismar, who has come back into the contest for Georgetown. Getting the start today for the Hoyas. Good communication by Claire Turner. So that is the first out here in the top of the 6th. Maddie Burrows back at the plate for Villanova. That one is low for Wismar. Is high, so the count at 2-0. The story of the day has been Ava Franz. 2 home runs in this contest, and a strike there for Wismar, but none bigger than that last one where she brought home Runco, she brought home Raphael. So that one was Maddie Burrows. Great defensive play for Georgetown from third base. That's Emily Strittmatter for the second out here in the top of the 6th. Kelsey White back at the plate for Villanova. Outs, top of the 6th. Villanova scoring 3 runs in this inning. And another home run. And that is Kelsey White, the pitcher for Villanova. Just a beautiful swing for Kelsey White. So again, it's been a big inning for Villanova with a couple of massive swings. Jacqueline Mora at the plate for Villanova. Jacqueline Mora, the freshman out of West Babylon, New York. Nice pitch there for Avery Wismar. Turner is there, but hits the wall. And a double for Jacqueline Mora. Gutsy effort by Claire Turner, who crashes into the fence. It looked like she was trying to wave off the coaching staff, saying she was okay. The umpire also coming out to check on her. It looks like she collided with the left side of her body, and pretty adamant that she wants to stay out on the field, it appears, but certainly hope that she is okay. Really a gutsy effort by Claire Turner. Jacqueline Mora with the double for Villanova. Madison Ostrowski. Back at the plate for Villanova. So a bit of a scary moment there for Georgetown as Claire Turner collided with the fence, looking to make the defensive play off of the hit from Jacqueline Mora. And a line drive to left field for Madison Ostrowski. Coming home will be Mora, and Madison Ostrowski will double with an RBI. Lily St. Jean back at the plate for Villanova. So a runner at second. It is Madison Ostrowski, who just had the double, bringing home Jacqueline Mora, and Lily St. Jean, who is a lefty, at the plate. Continuing to pitch for Georgetown is Avery Wismar. And a nice play for Georgetown by Sammy Fenton. So we'll take one more quick break and be right back to Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Welcome back, bottom of the sixth. And stepping up to the plate for the Hoyas, the freshman Nina Sarlo out of Little Ferry, New Jersey. And a change at the mound for Villanova. Miranda Runco pitching for the Wildcats. Sarlo got a piece of it. And Sarlo was certainly a player we thought we could see this weekend, who's done a good job putting the ball in play and has really improved from a hitting perspective for the Hoyas. And Sarlo, a little confusion there for Villanova. 3 players around the ball, but confusion about who was going to make the play. And we were just talking about it with Nina Sarlo, and a double for the freshman. Naya Campos now at the plate for Georgetown. So a runner on second for Georgetown. Campos at the plate. And again, Miranda Runco has stepped in to pitch for Villanova. Had that big home run earlier today for the Wildcats. Beautiful pitch there from Runco, just really showing you all of her versatility. She can pitch, she can play in the infield. Great hitter. And safe at third is Nina Sarlo. Out at first is Campos. Emily Stripmatter stepping up to the plate for Georgetown. But Nina Sarlo in striking distance. Stripmatter, big swing, foul ball. Looking to bring home Nina Sarlo. Big hit from Stripmatter. She will bring home Sarlo. A great job by Emily Stripmatter hitting the ball to left field. And Sarlo, who just comes in, the freshman. And she's another one that Carla Ross was talking about in terms of how she is always working to get better, wants more reps, asking what she can do to help the team. So safe at second for Georgetown is Stripmatter, and Sammy Fenton now at the plate. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Villanova leading Georgetown 12-1. Diving play for Sammy Fenton. So Stripmatter will advance to third, Fenton on first. And Danny Koo back at the plate for the Hoyas as Georgetown starting to get some things going offensively. Foul ball there for Danny Koo, big first swing. Is low, so they count at 1-1. Miranda Runco pitching for Villanova, stepped in for Kelsey White, and another low pitch for Runco. An error at first. A really nice hit for Georgetown by Danny Koo.
The catcher, number 7.
And as we said, Georgetown really starting to get some things going. She will bring home strip matter. Georgetown with a runner at third, a runner at first. And the Hoyas getting their offense going here in the bottom of the 6th. Sammy Fenton. Doing a nice job for Georgetown. And Georgetown again brings a runner home. Holly Pardini with the hit. And Villanova wants to talk about some things. Again, Georgetown getting their offense going. It has been a big 6th inning for the Georgetown Hoyas offensively as they have scored 3 runs. And now have Holly Pardini at first. And Danny Koo at second. And it is Brooke Rebhand at the plate for the Hoyas. And Rebhand will single to first. The bases are loaded. And it is Claire Turner at the plate. And a big moment here for the Hoyas. Strike thrown by Runco. But the offense coming alive for the Hoyas here in the bottom of the 6th. Runco to the outside, count at 1-1. Two outs. Foul ball. Count advances to 1-2. And a big defensive play there to end things. That was Ava Franz for Villanova. So Ava Franz comes up with the monster defensive play. And it will end things 12-3 Villanova with the hot bats early on. Big home runs on the afternoon. Kelsey White, Ava Franz, Miranda Runco, and Brooklyn Ostrowski, and they will get the win here at Washington Nationals Youth Baseball Academy. Again, these two teams square off again tomorrow at noon. We hope you'll join us for that one. Again, you've been watching Big East Softball. Villanova, your winners, 12-3 over Georgetown.